Hello, everyone. I'm here. This is Coach Danny. I am doing a little late night kind of get together. I want you all to know that you have the power to create your desired reality. So, if you're watching this right now, then that means that you are here to have me help you to fall asleep in a wish fulfilled or to give you some positive energy. That's all I want you to know is that when it comes to re regulating your state of consciousness, is about breathing, taking a deep breath, understanding where you're coming from. Okay. Now, if you were to right now decide that you are manifesting your desired reality, then what would that look like? If you're watching this right now, you're breathing. We're talking about breathing. We're talking about actually re regulating your nervous system. If you're watching this, it's late night. And in the late nights, what are we doing? Usually scrolling, usually not paying attention to what our thoughts are doing. We're usually not actually giving ourselves the opportunity to focus only on the things we desire to have. So if this is a late night live for you where you're watching me and it's later for you, then ask yourself, what are you doing right now? Ask yourself, where's your state of being? And I want to say this. I'm looking at my computer. It's saying that um, my battery is a little bit low. So just give me 1 second while you guys get into the room. Let me go get my battery. Glad everybody is here. And like I said, take your time in figuring out exactly where your thoughts are. Let's just say that you're watching this and your day has been horrible, or your day has been kind of like, oh my goodness, what the hell is going on? Then guess what's going to happen? You're going to go to sleep with that energy and that anxiety on your mind. Well, let's just say you're watching this when you wake up and you're just like, oh my goodness, yesterday was so horrible. That is not living in the state of the wish fulfilled. The wish fulfilled is a Neville Goddard concept that he coined because he understood, he studied, he taught, he was here to give us these beautiful gems of one thing and one thing only. Your life is happening, but what you focus on is going to create more of that. So you can have an entire day of BS things that happen to you, but you can actually decide that as you fall asleep in your imagination, which is the only reality that really matters, because everything that you are experiencing right now has been created in some way in your mind. So then in your mind, you can recreate things just like you created them and you weren't paying attention to how you were thinking or how you were seeing things or how you were putting your thoughts together. As soon as you become aware of that, now you can go back and revise and recreate those things. So what I highly suggest is that at the end of the night that you revise your situation that you're going through. I highly suggest that you revise your nights. And if there's anyone in the room right now, can you just let me know if you have any questions? Hi, Eva. Yes. Okay, so that's what I have to say to you all. What I'm going to do for sure is in the next coming weeks, in the next coming months, is to do more. What I want to do in the next coming months is to do more things like this where I'm just going live with you all and just helping you to navigate your day. So if I don't have any questions, I just want to tell you to fall asleep in a wish fulfilled by only focusing on the things you desire to have. Point blank in the period. If it doesn't serve you, release and let it go. If it does not serve you, release and let it go. Also, too, affirmations that you're saying to yourself. The affirmations that you're saying to yourself are very detrimental if they're affirmations of, I can't have it, it's not mine, why is it not happening? An affirmation is just a statement that you say in your mind. The affirmation can be negative or positive, so why not do a positive affirmation? Why not say to yourself that things are working out in my favor always? Why not say that? You're watching so many people online telling you different things. The most simplest way to manifest your desired reality is to speak things into existence, to take moments throughout the day to check in with yourself. And now what I want you to do is accept your manifestation to be true in your mind. Accept it to be a fact. Hi, Mo Thoughts. Thank you so much for being here. Accept it to be a fact. Remember, if you are studying the law of assumption, the things that you assume to be true means that you are actually focusing only on what you desire to have. How many times do people have to tell you to stop thinking about your past if that's not something you want to recreate? How many times do people have to tell you that your thoughts create your reality? And how many times do you have to hear that daily routines are going to help you before you start to practice it, right? Eva says, do you revise with affirmations? No, I don't revise with affirmations. For me, affirmations are to encourage myself. I only revise with an old story or an old belief system that does not serve me. So an example of an old belief system that you could revise is, I never get what I want. Everybody else gets to have what they want, but I don't. Then how you would revise that is, and this is a lot of people that they feel this way because they watch people online with their success stories and they think, well, why don't I have my success story? And then guess what happens? People begin to realize that it's not about what other people are doing. It's about what you're thinking. It's about what you're doing consistently. So each and every day at the end of the night, what Neville Goddard said is that if he could teach one technique, it would be the art of revision. Because your imagination is going to be your number one go-to. So if you had a horrible day, people treated you not good, or you feel like you had like some energy that wasn't really connected to your desired reality, when you go to sleep, instead of falling asleep in the wish of, I don't like this, whatever, the wish fulfill is really just the state of like having your thing. I'm just going to be honest. Falling asleep in a wish fulfilled is a moniker. Wish fulfilled just means falling asleep in the thing you desire to have. What you desire to have, you should be thinking of that thing, the last thing at the end of the night, with no judgment, with no doubt, or how is it going to happen? Just put it on your mind. That's the simplest thing you can do. What Neville teaches you to do is revise your day by saying one thing to yourself. I am experiencing, and then fill in the blank. Revising the day means that you're not going to judge or to feel emotions towards those things. You're just going to, in your mind, create a scenario where it happened the way you wanted it to happen. That's how that goes with revision. It's not some magical woo-woo thing. It's just seeing your day differently. And when you see your day differently, see it in the way you would have wished for it to go. Did I have something today that I wanted to revise? Maybe my morning. My morning was very slow. So I will revise tonight before I go to bed that I had an amazing morning. I woke up right away. I had a very productive morning because I'm revising my day. So my morning wasn't as productive as I would have wanted it to be, which is very important to me. So when I go to sleep tonight, I'll just revise it and just say that I had an amazing morning. It was very productive. And then I may see myself actually checking off things on my to-do list that implies that I had a productive morning. Mo Thought says, I have to cut down watching manifestation content. I only watch certain things like your channel and here nor there. Yeah. I suggest that people cut down on over consuming for sure. I do recommend that. Why am I here tonight? I'm here tonight because the Most High told me to just come on and talk to the people who are here up and wanting to revise their day, or if you watch this when you're getting up, or if you watch this when you're going throughout your day. Consistently checking in with yourself is going to help you. I promise you that. Consistently checking in with yourself. You know, the funny thing is that I didn't even tell the people in our group membership that I'm live. So let me just tell them that I'm live. Hold on 1 second. Let me just make sure that my members know. Right? Because this is really important. I came on to just inspire. That's all. That's all I'm here for. Do you all understand that the people that you watch are here to inspire you? And you have to have the spirit of discernment to know who's here for you and who's here to just like feed you bullshit. Just gonna keep it a buck. Right now, if you were to just watch me and just be like, okay, let me see what she's about. Remember Fly Girl Manifested? As soon as I'm done, this live is gonna be deleted for you. But this live will remain for the Sweet Spot Mindset channel that I have. So if you're here, you have to tap in because this is for you. After I log off, you're never going to see this live again unless you go over to my other channel. So what are you doing right now when you're watching me? Are you tapping in to hearing what I'm saying? Because you're here for a reason. All right. So let me answer some questions. So Shan 504, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of the membership. I'm sorry, or if you're not a part of my membership, you may be a subscriber to one of my channels. You said, what about if someone you love isn't showing you the attention you want? I love him and I don't want to give up. Okay, so that's an SP question. My dear, with all due respect, I don't do SP questions until the end of when I'm ready to get off. Because if you know anything about me, working on your self-concept and loving yourself and actually putting your boundaries first will help you with any person in your life, including your specific person. So this is a specific person question. I'm gonna heart it. I'm gonna make it a note, and then before I get out of here, I will answer that. Okay. But thank you for being here. Hi, Angie. You guys will find out about me. I don't subscribe to SP culture in the law of assumption community. It's a very toxic community. Very toxic. And so if you ask me about your love life and you want to know how to heal yourself and become confident in who you are so that you can have people in your life that love and respect you, then I'm all for that. But a question about how to get your SP back, don't ask me that. And if that makes you feel some type of way, then I'm sorry, but not sorry. I'm a happily married woman. I've been a content creator in the law of assumption community, law of attraction community, manifestation community for over 5 years. The SP content is very toxic, and I don't participate. But I do answer questions about how to work on your self concept so that any person in your life can actually love you and respect you. Any person in your life can love and respect you when you have worked on who you are, how you deserve to be treated. Yes. Hi, Tanisha. Thank you so much. Yeah, Mo Thought says I happen to be able to saw you were live. Yeah, I used to do lives like about a month ago. I used to go live all the time and then I took a break. Yeah, I go live whenever I want to. It's my energy that I give, so I'm going live for a reason. I'm live here because people need to hear. That's all. My room. So okay, so thank you, Tanisha, for saying this. So this what you're saying, this is my like okay, so my husband and I, we obviously live in New York City. So we have a nice, spacious apartment. We have a couple of, we have some rooms in here. And I was telling him, I was like, I need to create a room. You all don't understand. There's pillows back here, and then there's the window here. This room is great for napping. I'm not even done with it. Like, if I flip the camera around, I'm putting so much stuff in here, like beautiful, like just imagery and things like that. So we're calling this our creative room, meaning that you come in here when you want to relax, when you want to lounge, and when you want to like be inspired. I don't have an office. Anybody who understands being an entrepreneur or just a creative person, I don't have an office. I'm a digital nomad. So yeah, this room is really like I'm working on it. Yeah. If I turned things around over here, it would be different. But right here is where you see. And look at my pillows. These are from Five Below. Look at this beautiful pillow. And then I have this one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what are we doing here? Here we go. So plush. I have so many pillows. And then the other one back there is like it's a flower. It's a flower pillow. Ugh. Your girl here is very enamored with things that makes her feel amazing. And I love like eclectic decorations. So I plan to have everything really emulate the chakras, which is like the colors that I want to go with. Yeah. I might have said Five and Below, but it's really Five Below. Mm-hmm. Nikki says my room emanates beauty and energy. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. What I will tell you all is that we're shifting into September, which is a new energy. The summertime is kind of dwindling down, and now it's coming into fall. I'm a fall baby. I'm born in October. This is my season to thrive. I'm in this room because my husband, he works for the school system. He goes back to work Tuesday. So in this room, like he can't hear anything I'm saying. I could talk as loud as I want to. We tested it out. I was literally like screaming at the top of my lungs. He can't hear from our bedroom. So I used to go live in the living room, but now that he's winding down, like he's trying to get himself back into the hustle and bustle of going back to the school system because he was off for the summer, I'm in this room and I'll be here most likely late nights like this. That's called having a partnership, by the way, for anyone who's manifesting a specific person. Is are you really ready to have a commitment with someone? And do you both kind of do your ebb and flow thing? You see how it shifted my energy to come into the room now because my husband needs to be able to rest without me yapping in the living room because he can hear me in the living room. He can't hear me in this room. It's further away. We just shift, we move, we become fluid. with the things that we desire to have. If you desire to have a beautiful life of love and people respecting you, then start with creating an environment around you that is peaceful, is what I will say. Remember, today is about emanating positive energy, but not just positive energy, focusing on the things that really matter to you. What matters to you? Right now, if you ask yourself what matters to you, in this very moment, it could be getting some ice cream. It could be falling asleep thinking about all the money that you have in your account, your bank account. It could be tomorrow knowing that you're going to wake up and do something amazing for yourself. This is why in our membership, the 7-day mental reset that we're doing September 9th until September 15th, if you are a Sweet Spot member, then you understand that this is really super important that we set ourselves up for success. And I do this all the time. I come on here with all of my members. This would have been a Zoom call, by the way. But if you're watching this on Fly Girl Manifested, I want you to know that I still care about you. I may not have posted a main form content, but I've been very present for the last month and a half. And I want you to know that you matter to me. I love you. You're my main channel, Fly Girl Manifested. All 30,000 of you who have decided to join me on this journey and have me be someone who helps you to be inspired. If you're watching me from Fly Girl Manifested, then you're here for a reason. If you're new to Fly Girl Manifested, I have new content coming, and I'm doing a really big giveaway for my 30,000 subscribers. Stay tuned. Ask me any questions in the comments. Please, I will answer them. Not only that, ask me any questions now. A lot of people complain that coaches scam. Not me. I don't got no reason to scam. I'm a 6-figure earner, and it's not from YouTube or, making videos. I have multiple sources of income. But what I will say is my goal and my vision for myself and my channel is to make sure that you all understand that watching us as content creators is to help inspire you and then do the work. The work is showing up for yourself every single day. Don't live vicariously through another content creator because you like the way their aesthetics look, or you like the fact that they're cute, or that they have great graphics, or that, for whatever reason. Take what they're saying and then see how you can use it. Don't get caught up in the hype of a person having a lot of subscribers. And just because they have 200K subscribers doesn't mean that a person with only 1,000 subscribers isn't valid in what they're telling you. Have a spirit of discernment. I've gained 30,000 subscribers from following my intuition, and it was very easy. And I'm looking forward to the next 30K, the next 30K, the next 30K. I'm looking forward to that. But it's not really about the numbers. It's more so about, am I giving people results? That's why I started a membership. So Eva says, and I want to answer some questions, so Eva Cotton says, so I left Christianity and found it hard to connect with the divine. Well, why did you find it hard to connect with the divine, my dear? And why are you asking me this question, or why are you making this statement? You have to ask yourself, why are you making this statement? Tonight is about positivity and falling asleep in a wish fulfilled, or waking up in a wish fulfilled. So, Eva, I want to answer your question. Would you like to come on and ask me? Because I want to create a tone with people who just randomly post things. You can always come on and ask me this question, and it could be a teachable moment. Because I'm not sure exactly, you're stating a statement or are you asking a question? Right, yeah. I'm broadcasting from Fly Girl Manifested and from my Sweet Spot Mindset channel because I want the Fly Girl Manifested people to know that I still love them. Yeah, you guys have been hearing from me for the past month and a half. I post on my community tab. I go live like this. You're always going to have access to me. The reason why I have not posted a main video on Fly Girl Manifested is because my higher self told me to take a step back because there was a lot of like weird things going on in the niche with like clickbait and like the robotic affirming for 16 hours. And I was just kind of like trying to see what that was going on. And I asked my higher self, like, should I make content on this? Is this something that's relevant? Can I really teach people how to do this? And then the answer was no. That people do not have to robotically affirm for 16 hours in a closet, 10 hours, or anything like that. My last video was about a gentleman who did this 2 years ago before it was a trend. And I showcased him because he did it in a very authentic way. And I was very impressed by that. And so I did a reaction to that video. It helped, my reaction video helped him to get traffic to his channel. And right now his video, that when I first saw it, it was like probably at like maybe 500 views. Now it's at 100,000 views a month and a half later. And that's just from me reviewing him, from the algorithm picking him up, from it being a trending topic. I'm not about trending topics. I took a break for a month and a half to reassess where I want my content to go on Fly Girl Manifested because I'm not going to do videos just to appease the algorithm. I'm going to do videos for people who need to understand that they are the operant power of their reality, that their thoughts are creating their constant state of being, that state of, I don't care, I hate this. That's a state versus a state of, hold on one second. It's saying that to plug in my PC. Hold on one second, my beautiful people. Hold on. Okay. Hold on one second. Let me plug in. Honey, we don't want to get disconnected. We can't get disconnected. There we go. Bam. Okay, so anyway, is that I don't have an issue with making content for my beautiful people. It's more so about not just the algorithm, it's about you all, what you truly need to hear from me. You know, somebody mentioned Here Nor There. Here Nor There is a great content creator, but he's a new content creator. He just began his journey. Me and him have talked behind the scenes. Yeah, and we're going to probably collaborate in the future. I hope so. We've talked about it. Let's see how it goes. Because I don't need to collaborate with anyone, but I would love to collaborate if I needed to. If I needed to collaborate with someone to make you guys see that I'm not the only person talking to you all about beautiful things that can happen for you, then I will. But be very aware of the people that you listen to. Yeah. Here Nor There is an up and coming YouTuber. We all have our phases on YouTube. And then until the next shiny thing. Not saying that he's like the next shiny thing. I'm just saying that like he stands out because of his graphics and his knowledge. That happens to everyone. So if you love Here Nor There, then listen to him and implement what he's saying. Don't just move on to the next thing and mentally masturbate or mentally have your thoughts on something and then like it's like, okay, yeah, what do I get next? That's not how we do things here as master manifestors. I promise you. Content creators behind the scene, we have a whole different group going on. As a consumer, you guys don't have any clue about what goes on. So be very, very, very in tune with who you watch. Because in 2 months, there'll be another shiny thing. But that shiny thing, are they helping you? Is what I want you to understand. I can take 2 months off of YouTube and still make 6 figures. because I didn't want to participate in trend culture and scamming. A lot of scamming is going on in the manifestation community. And I'm here right now telling you that it's all about what you want, who you want to entertain. I'm always going to preach that. It's never going to stop. Right? So Eva says, you answered my question after I posted a question, baby woke up. That's why it took so long. That's okay. Mm-hmm. Are you saying, Tanisha, about content creation? Yeah, content creation is a whole nother job, but it's a beautiful job. Danny S., thank you for being here. You're a new subscriber to the Sweet Spot Mindset Group Coaching Program. Thank you. Hi, Danny S. Tanisha says, facts discernment is a must. I agree with that. And I want you all to know that you're in here right now. Do not take advantage of the fact that you're here in this very moment. What are you affirming for your life? I want to give you some affirmations. Basic affirmations, meaning like general affirmations that will change your life. Everything is working out in my favor is not something that came from the law of assumption community. It actually came from Abraham Hicks, which is Esther Hicks. She channels Abraham. She's been saying this since the 70s. Everything is working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out in my favor. Miss Esther Hicks has been saying this for decades, over 5 decades. So when you hear that, just know it didn't come from somebody that just is a Johnny come lately. And what it does is it really helps you to understand that if you affirm that everything is working out in your favor, it means that none of your negative circumstances are really, none of your negative circumstances are a factor. You know how Evelyn from Basketball Wives says, you're a non-factor. Your circumstances are a non-factor. They really don't have anything to do with the greater scheme of your life. Right now, you could have no money or no money to pay your rent. That circumstance doesn't have anything to do with the fact that you can, in 2 days, find somebody to give you money. That happened to me. I was in between finding jobs here and there, all this other stuff. And then I made some calls, and lo and behold, within a couple of days, I was in a beautiful home that I could sublet. I don't even know how it happened when I look back. I just know that I was in a hotel, and I was just like, man, it would be so nice to have a place that I can just be at for a while. I wasn't crying. I wasn't, oh my goodness, my life is over. I wasn't doing that. I still had a job, but I was homeless. I didn't have a home. And I was living in New York City. For women in New York City, not having a home, but still having a job, you're still homeless. Homeless means you don't have a place like a residence. That's what homeless means. A lot of people that you see walking on your street, they may be homeless. They may be living in their car. They may have a job, but they may be living from pillar to post. And guess what? In those circumstances, you can either lay down and wallow in that fear and that anxiety, or you can pull yourself up and say, this is temporary. You can start to use your words to speak into existence that I'm thankful for this experience. It hurts like hell. Spirit guide me to the next possible, the next direction of action. And this tapping is to wake you up, because I know a lot of you guys are listening to me while you're sleeping. You can literally ask for the next direction of action. And then you may meet somebody the next day. You may get a phone call. You may make a phone call and somebody can say, oh, you know what? Well, I have this. That's how it happened with me. The very next day, somebody was able to help me, and I was able to sublease for 3 months somebody that I knew. When I told them my situation, they said, oh, well, I have a homegirl. her sister is going out of the country to Italy, and she was asking, like, could I sublease for her? But I told her no, because she was asking about subleasing. And because I know you, she'll trust you in her apartment because I know you. And I know that I can tell her that you're not going to do anything crazy in her apartment. Now, they don't do this stuff anymore in New York, but when I needed it, I just needed 3 months. And when I was there, guess what I did? I telegrammed the money to her in Italy. That's how far back this shit was, because we didn't have no Cash App or no Zelle when this happened to me in 2010. There was no Cash App or no Zelle back then. That's how far back this was. But I always believe that if I can just be positive and just like depend on my higher self to guide me through this situation, I'll be okay. And right now, you're listening to me because you know that you will be okay. I had no doubt at all. I was scared, frustrated, angry, and upset. This is why you can manifest your desires while you're frustrated. You don't have to have a positive mindset all the time to manifest your desires, because what's happening on a energetic level is that your subconscious mind is trying to figure out a way to make your desire true. You desire to be in a different situation. So all you have to do is to keep moving forward, not backwards. Oh, this person did this to me. This didn't happen. No, I'm in the present moment. I would like to have a new place to stay. I would like to have a beautiful relationship. Right now, my finances are not great. Whatever you're saying to yourself, the present moment is what it is. Now, moving forward, what are you going to do to meet you and your higher power halfway? Remember, for those of you who understand the Bible, faith without works is dead. Meaning that if you have faith in something, you know. Faith is knowing. And faith is higher than just assuming, by the way. So we love the law of assumption, but having faith in something is actually higher than even assuming it. Like, having faith means that you know that you know that you know without a shadow of a doubt it's going to happen. Boom. So now that you have faith, what are you saying to yourself? Oh no, I'm not sure. I don't know how this is going to work out. Faith without works is dead, meaning that once you know that something is yours, now your only job is to wake up and put one foot in front of the other. So what is the next actionable step that you can take towards your manifestation? Job, boom. Looking online to see who's hiring, or walking your resume to a place. We're out of the COVID area where now we don't have to wear the mask. If you're looking to manifest your job, people are desperate for employees. Put yourself on a nice outfit, resume on resume paper, number 2 resume paper, which is like an off-white. Go in confident, knowing that you're going to get this position, and say, hi, I'm here for the new position for XYZ. Walk with faith, knowing that you know that you're going to have that. You don't have enough money in your bank account, so then why not take a deep breath and start to believe in your ability to visualize that you can have the amount of money based on what you're seeing in your mind. Do you know at the bank, they can move decimal points around all day, every day, willy-nilly? You can have $2 in your bank account or 20 by moving that decimal. Or you can move it again and have 200. Or you can move it again and have 2,000. Oop! Or now you can move it again, and what is it now? 20,000. Again, 200,000. Why can't we be excited about our creation and our imagination? Why not? What's stopping you from creating in your imagination, staying there because you don't believe? Keep it real. Keep it a buck. You listen to all the manifestation content. You love here nor there. You love neural knowledge. You love Fly Girls Manifested. You love all the other people that make you feel good throughout the day, but you don't believe that you can do it for yourself. You think that their lifestyle is something to aspire to when you don't know that these people, when they go to sleep, myself included, we're real people. I have enough money to buy a fancy camera. Me and my husband own our apartment in New York, which is a luxury. We own it, meaning that we don't pay rent. We bought it. That's a luxury in New York. I don't wear fancy anything. The most expensive thing that I have in my hand right now is my ring. You don't know how much I have in my bank account. Let's just say that I've manifested a really pretty penny. And I will continue to do that. People online have a persona, and you strive to do what they're doing instead of taking the knowledge and doing what you're supposed to do, which is to go into your prayer closet, which is your imagination, if you're a biblical person, and only dwell in the state that you would like to experience. Decide what that state is. The state of joy, peace, happiness is a great place to start. People online, they are giving you an image of what they have. You don't know what they're doing outside of the screen. So take the knowledge and use it, and then go practice. Because fancy things and shiny things is what's keeping you on most people's platforms. Can you go in your regular life and use the knowledge? I have a lot of people that I love. High Frequency Guru, she has great meditations. Here nor there, you guys love here nor there. Cool. Neural Knowledge is an up and coming YouTuber that's exploded on YouTube. Great for him. There are some other beautiful people. I forget this young lady's name. Taylor somebody, I forget her name. But you probably see her pop up too a lot. These are people that the algorithm is pushing to you because they're doing content that the algorithm is saying, hey, the audience is ready for this. Key term, desired reality. I'm a social media manager, so I understand what people are using. Desired reality. That tells me that you all are looking to experience your desired reality. If all the people that are exploding on YouTube are talking about your desired reality, so then how do you get to create your desired reality? I study the analytics. You all want to be able to turn this camera off, tomorrow wake up and have your things. And I'm going to tell you how to do this right now before we get off here. You have to be very comfortable with who you are. You have to have faith in your words. And if you do affirmations for 1 to 5 minutes of the day and then the other 10 hours is pessimistic, then whatever you're dominantly thinking about, your dominant state is going to override what you're saying. So affirm throughout the day, but also check in with yourself to see where your state of mind is. You know, at 2:00 in the morning right now, where's your state of mind? Are you tired? Are you frustrated? Are you like, okay, I'm going to listen to Coach Danny, but then I'm going to go to sleep and then do what? When you get off here, you're going to scroll on TikTok? Because that's not the point of this. The point is to shut down distractions that do not serve you. When I get off here, I'm going to do my deep breathing and I'm going to go to sleep. What are you going to do? Because after you've watched me, what are you going to do? I'm going to tell you right now, breathing. Let's practice something that I really do for my clients that do EFT tapping with me. It's called a box breathing exercise. So it's like you inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale, hold for 4, exhale, hold for 4. So it's like a box. So if you all were to do this with me right now, do not do this if you're driving because it may induce drowsiness, but I'm just going to teach you how to do it. So right now, you drop your shoulders, you extend your belly, the gut that you all hold in when you're walking because you don't want people to know that you're fat or anything like that. Nobody has to see your gut right now. So I'm extending my gut. So push out your gut if you're sitting down right now. Drop your shoulders, drop your chin, and just make sure that your chin is very relaxed, your shoulders, your gut. And we're going to take a slow breath in. This is called box breathing. This is going to help you tremendously when you need to reset yourself. Box breathing. So we're going to inhale for 4. Okay, so let's go. 1, 2, 3. Inhale for 4. So hold for 4. Release for 4. Hold for 4. Inhale for 4. Hold for 4. Release for 4. That's called box breathing. If you do that a cycle of maybe 2 times, when you get out of that box breathing, you'll be like, what was I worried about? What was I upset about? You'll feel completely rejuvenated. For those of you who have anxiety, box breathing is going to be your best bet. If you ever have a headache or you're feeling stressed out, to relieve a headache, you just press here with your dominant hand's thumb, your opposite hand. You just press here in this pressure point. You just press firm, but not too hard. And you can massage a little bit and just press here for about 30 seconds and do box breathing. In for 4. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. Hold for 4. That's called box breathing. Do that maybe 1 round or 2, and then drop your hands and just breathe in and say peace. Just allow yourself to feel peace. And then your nervous system will recalibrate. So you know how like people listening to me and then they dropped off, but this is actually the real gems, which is how to help yourself to not be stressed out. Do you all know that stress can kill you? You can die from a broken heart. You can be the most healthiest person in the world, and if you have a pessimistic attitude about life, the cells of your body are not in harmony. So just do a little bit of research. I'm not a doctor. I'm not telling you that you can't listen to your doctor and whatever your doctor is telling you to take and medication. I'm just saying do a little bit of research. You can heal your life through speaking to yourself in a positive and amazing way because your cells are listening. You're 70% water. And they've done studies, scientific studies, that water holds energy. Based on the frequency and the energy that you speak into water, they've done studies of anger, resentment, when somebody's like, I hate you, da da da. And then somebody's saying, I love you so much. And then they're holding the water and that energy of loving. And then they freeze the water. The water with the hatred has different spokes. So if you ever see water that's frozen with spokes, somebody was talking shit while they was holding that water. If you see water that has like little light clouds in it, that water was not infiltrated with any type of hate. It was most likely somebody holding it while they were just like breathing or doing something very calm. Water with spokes, just look it up. You can look up the studies by the doctor that did this. I have some frozen water right now in the in the freezer, like it's frozen. I do this as an experiment. So I had some water that I froze. It had beautiful clouds, but then it had a couple little spokes of like spokes outside of it. And I realized when I was holding it, I was saying I love you to myself. I love you so much. But then I got a phone call from someone that was talking to me about something negative. And so I put the water down. And then after I got done with the conversation, I picked the water back up. So their energy transferred to me, and whatever residual energy, it was just a couple little spokes on it, but it was mostly clouds. I'm like, oh my goodness, the water picked up on even that little bit of energy. So if water can do that with me holding it, and you're 70% water, what are you telling yourself all day, every day? You should not ever tell yourself anything negative, if I'm being honest. That's why we're doing a 7-day mental diet reset on gratitude, September 9th until the 15th. This is going to be my most epic 7-day mental diet reset. Gratitude is the highest form connection to your authentic self. Because when you show gratitude, it implies that you already have something. I'm not saying you can't be negative. I'm just saying that be mindful of your consistent negativity. Be mindful of that. Your body's listening. What more do I have to say? Stop being passive aggressive, negative to yourself. Stop calling yourself names. Stop telling yourself you can't do things. Feel what you're feeling and then just say, okay, well, I know that because the science has caught up with spirituality, that if I keep saying this shit to myself, that it's only going to perpetuate itself and manifest in my reality. So stop doing it. Literally tell yourself stop. I do this to myself all the time. I like to spiral too sometimes and talk shit in my head about people. And then I have to remind myself, Danny, if you keep doing this, you're just perpetuating the cycle and you're going to see more of it. So get it out of your system. Newsflash, you can get things out of your system. You can spiral for maybe a couple of hours when it's out of your system. And I don't recommend a couple of hours. I'm just saying if you need to get it out of your system. When it's out of your system, put your foot down and say, okay, I will no longer speak of this again. I will only speak of what I desire to have. See, here's the thing. You don't have the luxury of spiraling for 2 days as a master manifester. You're too far gone. You can't go back to being oblivious to the law. You now know too much. You're in the matrix. You can't go back. So now that you know what you know, you have to be responsible and not fall into this trap of woe is me for 10 hours of your day. Acknowledge your feelings, cry about it, write about it, and then go on to the new state of I'm thankful for the lesson. This is how you spiral out of a bad situation. Give gratitude to the lesson. This is the last thing I'm going to say to you all before I let you go. Give gratitude to the lesson. That no matter what I'm going through, all is well. I'll get through this. It sucks now, but I'll get through it. And then a year later, you'll realize, yeah, I did get through that. You always do, by the way. Youngins who's watching me, my young, beautiful 20-something-year-olds that are watching me, you will get through your circumstances. And you're further ahead than I was when I was your age, if you're in your 20s. I mean, in my 20s, I was pretty fly. I was pretty aware, but I wasn't as confident in knowing that I could manifest my desired reality fast. How do you quickly manifest your desired reality? By releasing and letting go of things that do not serve you, thoughts that do not serve you, beliefs that do not serve you. Stop entertaining TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube shorts. Scrolling is here to keep you trapped in a loop. Stop scrolling, start breathing. Start tapping in with your higher self. That's how you're going to get your manifestations, because focus creates your reality. And if you're focusing on scrolling, every 5 seconds is a new thought idea. That's not focus. That's distraction. Distraction is a detriment to your psyche and to your manifestations. Clarity is your friend. Being clear about what you desire to have and focusing only on the things that are in alignment with what you desire to have. If it doesn't fit your narrative of your desired reality, then it needs to go over here. It needs to be pushed away. Let's just say that you love Meg Thee Stallion. Does Meg Thee Stallion fulfill your wish fulfilled with her lyrics and what she stands for? You want to manifest a beautiful, loving relationship with a man, but then you're listening to hot girl shit where the lyrics of the songs are fuck this, I don't need no, I don't need no, Make it make sense. You say you want a beautiful relationship with a loving man, but you're listening to music that says the opposite. And you're just dancing to it like, yay. But your subconscious mind is listening. So yeah, stop listening to Meg Thee Stallion. Take a break from her. She'll be okay. You can come back to her. Take a break. Oh man, now I can't listen to Meg Thee Stallion. Do you want your loving relationship or no? Because I can promise you that if the lyrics to a song that you're listening to that you love and you listen to that song over and over and over, you are programming yourself to that frequency of that song. It just is what it is. I didn't make the rules. I'm just like auntie to a lot of people that are like my little sis. Like if you're 20 something years old, I'm like big sis to you. I'm about to be 40 in like a month. So I'm like big sis. I'm going to tell you the truth. You cannot entertain music, songs, or people that are telling you things that are opposite to what you want. That's not how the universe works. You have to be clear about what you desire to have, and you have to focus on that and be consistent towards the movement towards it. Take a break from music that you normally would listen to. I used to love, I'm going to say this and then I will let you all go. I'm going to tell you a perfect example of how this goes. I used to love watching the show Law and Order, SVU. That was my shit. Dum dum ba ba da dum boom 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 da 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 da. I used to love it. All 23 seasons. Your girl has seen them. Until I realized, wait, this is Law and Order SVU, Victims. And I used to love the fact that they would take like stuff from the pages of the news, and then they have like actors that I knew that would play the. It was a whole thing. I used to look forward to it when I came home from work late at night, mind you, watching people get AR'd and cases about them being murdered and dismembered. What? Hell no. Hell no. I don't watch Law and Order SVU Victims Unit anymore. I'm just saying me. Now I can dip in and out of it here and there if I wanted to, but I'm telling you, I used to watch this before bed. It used to be like my go-to. I used to binge it all day, every day. You know, they got 23 seasons, and each season has at least like 10 episodes or more. What? Consuming just people being abused and murdered and art and no. I immediately realized that my outlet for entertainment was dysfunctional. And I immediately stopped watching that. If your outlet for entertainment is dysfunctional, Love and Hip Hop, stop. Not judging you. I'm just telling you, you're programming yourself to see dysfunction in relationships and wonder why you don't have no man, because you're watching dysfunctional things over the course of time. It only takes 30 days for you to program yourself to believe something. I have a program for 30 days that I've been doing consistently. There's something that I've been doing consistently for 30 days, and I'm like, oh shit. I actually like crave to do it now, and thank God it's a good thing. Your brain literally just needs about 30 days to do something consistently, and you get the point. So what I want to say to you, Nikki says Looney Tunes only before bed if the TV is on. Yeah, cartoons is great. I would say cartoons are good. If you want to watch something before you go to bed, honestly, the last 5 minutes of your night, and who said this? Wayne Dyer. He said, and he is like my goat. Wayne Dyer, who is a student of Neville Goddard. He said that your last 5 minutes of your night should be the most important. The last 5 minutes. So you can watch whatever movies you want to watch, but the last 5 minutes before you go to bed, just put on something, breathe, put a timer on, and then go to sleep. And watch how your day the next day is going to unfold beautifully. That's the whole point of what we're doing right now today. You all are watching me at 2:23 a.m. in the morning. I'm not here to bash you and tell you that what you're doing is wrong. I'm here to enlighten you to things that you may not understand about your subconscious mind. Is that you think it's like, oh yeah, I'm just doing what I love to do. I'm just watching whatever I want to watch. That stuff is programming you. If you were to wake up every single day and watch ducks, or go to your park every single day and watch the ducks and feed the ducks, after 30 days, if you skip a day of not going to the park and feeding them ducks, you're going to start itching like, oh my goodness, I need to go see the ducks. It's because you've created a program. They've done the studies. It takes about 30 days. 60 days, and it's a hardened fact. After 30 days, it's a habit. After 60 days, a hardened fact. You will not be able to deviate from that. You will have to do other things to get away from that, good or bad. You want to quit smoking? I'm going to tell you, I've never been a person that smokes, but I read this book by Alan Carr. It's called The Easy Way to Quit Smoking, right? I read this book because people said, oh my goodness, if you are a smoker, you should read this book. And I'm like, and then everybody's like, oh my goodness, I read this book and I stopped smoking immediately after. I'm like, well, whatever they're doing in this book, I don't smoke. So let me read this book and see what he's doing, because I'm like, he must be like talking in a certain way. Do you know that Alan Carr figured out a way to speak in a hypnotic, so there's such thing as hypnotic writing, meaning that he repeats things in a very slow pace. They found out that the reason why people were able to quit smoking so quick with Alan Carr's book is because he writes hypnotically. Ain't that a thing? So the book takes about 2 hours to read, and he is speaking in a language that is hypnotic. It's a language for writing. I was like, oh my goodness, this is why people were able to, after reading the book, they didn't want to smoke anymore. I read the book as a non-smoker, and even I understood what he was doing. I was like, oh, he's basically helping you to see that you don't need an outside influence to make you feel good. All you need is your own mind. I was like, well, goddamn. He kept reiterating that it's you that's choosing to pick up this. He's saying that the media tells you that you need to smoke, but the smoking doesn't make you feel good. It's the media telling you that it makes you feel good. I said, oh my goodness. How am I, a non-smoker, getting all these gems from a person who is writing a book about how to quit smoking? Because it goes across the board. You have to focus on who you are, what you desire, not what other people around you are telling you to do. You have to take yourself away from the matrix of content, self-soothing yourself with other people's lives and living vicariously through other people, instead of deciding that in your life it's perfectly fine. You don't have to have money to live a beautiful life. All you have to have is your mind. Do you know, as a little poor girl in Florida, we used to go to the park, and at the time when we were younger, like, I didn't know that we didn't have money because my family members and my mother and my dad, they made our experience in life really beautiful. Meaning that, like, going to the park and playing and having just the bare minimum, like little bologna sandwiches or even a mayonnaise sandwich. But then while I was eating the mayonnaise sandwich, we were singing songs and listening to the radio. I never got the sense that I was poor until I went to a school where I couldn't afford, this, that, or the third. So you don't know what you don't know until you know it, which means that it's your job to create your heaven on earth. Okay? We've been on here for a while. It's an hour in, which is what I wanted to stay on for. But Maria says, I used to watch True Crimes, Forensic Files 45 all the time. Yeah. And those are great shows. And I'm not telling you to not watch them. I'm just saying don't watch them before bed. That is my right to tell you, as my beautiful audience members, my beautiful Sweet Spot members, my beautiful subscribers to my channels. I would not recommend watching those things before bed. So maybe watch them during the day, maybe a couple of episodes and then check out. I would not say watch that stuff before bed. Don't do that to yourself. Your subconscious mind is wide open. Right now, we're all kind of drowsy. If you're watching me at 2:00 in the morning, we're all drowsy. What are you gonna watch when you get off here? You should be taking a shower, having some sex, or masturbating, or whatever you do when you go to bed, or eating a salad or something. It shouldn't be watching no damn true crimes. It should be something that makes you feel good. Something that makes you feel good. I would even say go get some ice cream. Not watching people being dismembered or people who are heinous when your subconscious mind is wide open. I would say affirm for your desired reality. Go in the shower and start doing your affirmations. That's what I would say to do. This stuff can be watched throughout in sparing things. I was telling you all earlier that I was watching a show. I binged it. It was called Unreasonable Doubt. And what I love about the show is it wasn't too much gore. Because, I don't watch horror movies, by the way. I do not watch horror movies at all. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying I don't. My husband loves horror movies. He's built for that. But he also doesn't watch them late at night, now that I think about it. Late at night, he plays his guitar. And we talk and we watch, like, Lifetime movies or something like that. We watch something a little bit. My husband is not like the person to watch horror movies at night. He doesn't do that. He watches them throughout the day. He'll go to the movies. Don't ask me to go to no damn horror movie. No. I am a spiritual, intuitive person, psychic person. And I don't like the imagery. Because I use my my thoughts for other things. I just don't want that imagery, so I don't watch horror movies. Yeah, just be mindful of the things that you're entertaining. It's not fear mongering. I'm telling you the real deal. Save yourself from entertaining things that make you feel low and make you feel like, how you listening to a playlist and you still feel sad? If you're going to listen to music, let's just say that you're sad about a breakup. Don't listen to sad songs. Listen to upbeating songs. Listen to songs that make you feel like you're going to be able to get up and dance. Because you want to raise your vibration. Tonight when you get off here, go listen to something that makes you feel good. Why not? Thank you, Maria. You just proved my point. You don't watch Forensic Files and For My Man and Snapped anymore because it made you suspicious of other people. Because if you're watching those things, and I just want to reiterate what you're saying, Think about it. If you're watching things like that, now your perception of people is shifted because of the stories that those shows are telling you. I used to watch a lot of reality TV back in 2012, Love and Hip Hop and all that stuff. And this is before I was married to my husband. And the honest truth is that before him, I was dating someone and I was watching Love and Hip Hop. And I got him into watching it because he's like, okay, what is this? That relationship didn't work because the first couple of episodes and seasons of Love and Hip Hop was people like cheating and being rude and treating the women like shit. And then I was so glued in every single night. I would watch it. And sometimes I would even play it back when I was washing dishes just to have something in the back. I just play the episode again. Just like laugh about it. But it was reiterating the negative stereotypes about relationships. Red pill culture. Ladies, if you say you want a beautiful man, why are you entertaining any type of content that talks negatively about men? I thought you said you loved them. Remember, whatever you love, whatever you put your energy into comes to you. It reflects you. So start to find beautiful things that you love about men. Do not entertain people that speak negatively about men. I thought you said you wanted a man. Or if you're manifesting a woman, don't entertain pink pill content that bashes women. Because then you're going to go into your dating life looking in the lens of the things you entertain. Go to your notebook and write down all the qualities that you would love to have in a partner. And then why don't you study that? Have that be your focus before bed. Be entertained by things that make you feel good and that are not going to skew your perception of things that you're desiring to have. If you want to have a beautiful, amazing body, why are you watching the food channel, people making food? I'm just being honest. For a while over the summer, I was getting a lot of these scrolling and I was watching people make like cheesy food. And I was like, man, I love to have that pasta, the cheese. How I'm gonna lose my weight that I want to lose when I'm watching stuff consistently with people loading their food with cheese and pasta and oil. That's not being pessimistic. That's being aware. So I started to press not interested on all those things. I don't want to see people drizzling oil and cheese when I need to cut back on my calories. No. If anything, look up maybe carb friendly stuff or low calorie foods. I started to do that. And then now I get more things suggested to me that are low calorie. There's a lady that I follow now. She lost over 100 pounds modifying her meals. Do you see how my algorithm is showing me different things? Since I went in and actually manually said, no, I don't want this. Yes, I want this. And so now I'm more inclined when I go to the grocery store. I'm like, let me look and see. So today I want to eat air fried wings. But I'm not going to have them with any bread or anything. I'm going to have them with a big salad. And I'm not going to have all 6 wings. Maybe I'll have 3 and save the other 3 for tomorrow morning. Or because I eat things that you guys wouldn't eat in the morning. Like I'll have me and my husband had ice cream with low calorie brownies. Like we had no sugar. So the vanilla ice cream that I have is like no sugar. So the calories are cut in half. So like 5 ounces is like 100 calories. And then I have these beautiful zucchini and carrot brownies that are only 100 calories. So both of our, like the dessert together was only 200 calories. And we had that for breakfast. And then after that, like we ate like, salad or something. We just wanted to see if we could just like be big kids and just have dessert for breakfast. And we were able to do that. But we didn't go to the grocery store and just pick up whatever. I look and see what I'm picking up now. Like, I look at the back of the ingredients. I only am able to do that. I want you all to understand, because my mind is not focused on I can't eat things because I'm losing weight. It's more so like, can I modify? Can I actually like still have a quality of life where things taste good, but it's not just me scrolling on a bunch of gluttonous food? Because if I do that a lot, I'm going to want to eat gluttonous food, right? Thank you, Ola. I appreciate you for being here. Tired Hippo says, thank you. Was passively listening while feeling low, but realizing I'm now tucking in to be in a state of peace and gratitude. I appreciate you for saying that. I appreciate you. Tired Hippo also says, I used to watch every one of those shows. No wonder low-key think every guy's probable predator. No wonder I can't manifest my SP. Well, dang, how do I fix this? How do you fix it? Well, you don't beat yourself up about it. It's just it's just becoming aware. That's all. Maybe you are here watching me for you. This is probably the Most High. I'm being used by the Most High to tell you maybe that the content, you maybe can pop in and watch it. I'm not telling you to not watch your favorite shows by any means. I'm just saying that if you're consistently using this to self-soothe yourself, like, oh my goodness, I gotta watch the show, but then over the course of years and times and months, the narrative of the storylines and watching other people's dysfunctional relationships, now your perception of a good relationship is skewed. You understand what I'm saying? So your perception of a healthy relationship is skewed because you're watching a reality TV show where the script has been made for you to tune into a toxic relationship, because toxic relationships get the ratings. These people go home and they have beautiful lives, but you are now affected, and now you're programmed over the course of time to think a certain way about men because of what you're seeing, that is a scripted show. Because reality TV is not reality, it's scripted. It's scripted in real time to make you believe that it's in real time. But if you watch like interviews with people who have been on reality TV shows, there's a producer telling them and setting up the scene before they film it. Like, they literally have notes for them before they film the scene. So it's in real time, but it's not a real scenario. Okay? And we have to be mindful of that. Right. Poetic E said, this is so true. I was becoming so paranoid. Yeah. Yeah. Look, I understand. We wanna shows. Like I told you, I was watching Reasonable Doubt, which is a lawyer that takes on crime type stuff. But what I like about the show is that even when they show like things that are happening, it's not a lot of killing. And then I watched a show on Apple TV, which was similar. I can't think of the name of the damn show because y'all know how to be watching TV like this. But it's the guy, we know him. Basically, he was a lawyer. This is crazy. He was a lawyer, and then he was having an affair with a woman. She ended up getting murked. For those of you who don't know what murked is like this. I can't say it on YouTube, but murk is like, you're out of here. My husband says, taken out to lunch permanently. My husband says he's from New York, so when you take somebody out to lunch permanently, it's a code word for they're no longer here in the physical flesh, if you guys know what I mean. So in this season, the show, the guy's a lawyer. He was having an affair with a woman. She ended up getting murked, and then all the evidence led back to him. Well, come to find out, he didn't do it. The daughter actually did it. And I watched the whole season, but what I loved about that show, it wasn't a lot of gore. It was really just like them figuring out, it's like Clue. So I can watch shows like that and like get into it if there's not a lot of like actual like physical imagery of the actions that happen. Then I can just listen or just like watch them try to figure out and put the pieces together. I'd much rather like have a show like that I can watch. But if it starts becoming a bunch of blood and gore and like slashing people, I'm like, no, 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 no. I don't want that imagery. Nope. I'll turn my head. I'll do this. I don't want to see it. So yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, Kayla. Presumed innocent. See, y'all be knowing. Yep. That was actually a really good. It was good. And if I saw something that was just kind of like, okay, they're about to do something, I just turn my head. Yep. Yes, yes. Kyla. Kyla. Is your name Kyla? You got it. Mm-hmm. Yes. So I'm not telling you all to not like watch and listen to the things that you want to listen to. I'm saying to be very aware of when you listen to these things. Not before bed. And not when you're waking up either, and not throughout the day when you're stressed out. Don't use distractions like TV and scrolling to soothe yourself. Use your affirmations. Tap into like your breath. When you're anxious, don't eat bonbons. Breathe. 5 seconds of breathing will save you from reaching for food or scrolling. And then once you scroll for like 20 minutes and it becomes an hour. That stuff is programming you to not focus on what you truly desire to have, is what I'm saying. Right? Poetic E says it says a lot in the Bible about what we are watching. Yeah. Well, I can believe that if you're into the Bible. What'd you say here, my dear? You said I stopped watching a few years ago because the concept was really weighing on me, but never realized it left real residue until now. Huge aha moment. Mindful consumption is key. Thank you, Tired Hippo. I wanna say this. She said something really. I don't know if you're a he or she. I think you're a she. Just your name just gives me she. But you said mindful consumption is key. Yes, mindful consumption. Be mindful of how much you're consuming and why you're consuming it. Your default to make me feel good should not be low vibrational content. If anything, pick something high vibrational when you feel sad. Feel sad, cry, and put on a subliminal from yours truly in the background. I have plenty of them on my channel. Put on a guided meditation from your favorite content creator that's making subliminals, or put on a podcast from somebody that's positive while you're crying. If you're having a bad day, the worst thing you can do for yourself, and I'm going to say this for sure, is to watch things that make you feel even more sad. And then you want to go to sleep in the wish fulfilled when you've had 10 hours of just consuming BS. Mm-hmm. Yes, Tired Hippo. I love that. Mindful consumption. We're going to end on that note. So, with everything that we've talked about, what is the lesson? The lesson is you have the power to create your reality. Your thoughts are creating based on your perception of things and what you are consistently. Uh-oh. Y'all heard that? I think it was a win. What you are consistently consuming is. Ty Hippo says, I'm a she. Yes. I can just tell by the way you're talking. Like your comments, I can tell that it's more feminine. Or just I made an assumption, but I just wanted to ask. But your best bet is to consume things that make you feel good. After you leave this live, it will be up to rewatch on the Sweet Spot Mindset channel. If you guys want me to drop that link, because Fly Girl Manifested, this will not be available for you all for one reason and one reason only. I have 30,000 subscribers on Fly Girl Manifested. My analytics show me that most of my subscribers do not necessarily like live content. So they tend to unsubscribe because they know me for meditations and short form content. But on the Sweet Spot Mindset, you guys are used to me going live. That's why I started a second channel and a membership with that channel, because I wanted to still be able to do things like this and not lose people, because my people on my first channel, they subscribe for a certain reason. So I'm going to honor that. But I still wanted to include you because I feel like late night is no harm, no foul. Like if you don't like what I'm saying on Fly Girl Manifested, then you just tune out. So when I get off here, the video will disappear, but you'll be able to rewatch it on Sweet Spot Mindset. So let me just give you all the link to watch it, right? I look crazy as I'm looking. I look crazy on here as I'm looking at my here we go. So I'm gonna give you all a beautiful second, just a second. Click this link that I just posted if you want to stay up to date with positive energy of someone who's going to set your day off right. Sometimes I come live in the morning, like early in the morning, or sometimes I come live around like later, like 12 or whatever. Whenever you see me come live, it is always going to be able to motivate you. And I also answer questions here. So a lot of people say, oh, I can't afford coaching. These coaches are scamming. Oh my goodness, they're charging $200 for an hour session. Well, you can come over here and ask me questions. And if you come here consistently enough, then you'll get the answers without having to pay a shitload of money. Now, if you are a paid member of my Sweet Spot Mindset, y'all already know we have so many events coming up. Literally, we have a 7-day mental diet reset. Then the WhatsApp group, this is outside of YouTube. You have unlimited DM coaching with me, meaning that you can send me voice notes, you can ask me questions through messages, and I will respond to you within the day. That is unheard of from a person who calls themselves a conscious mindset and manifestation coach. The first tier is $20. The second tier is $30, and then I have a $39.99 tier, which we're doing some other beautiful things with content creators in there. And you have more access the higher up you go in the tier. But just for the tier of $20, you immediately get into the WhatsApp group. Those of you who are members in the Sweet Spot Mindset, you already know how we get down. Did I not today do a 1-hour bang out Zoom session where we reset the month of September? And the reason why I'm coming here tonight is because God told me to. And because I can. I own my time. I do what I want. I work on my own terms. I'm called to be a person who helps other people. So I don't have any, I can schedule clients whenever I want to. I can go live whenever I want to. I can help people whenever I want to because I manifested that lifestyle. So you don't ever have to worry about if you join the membership for $20 at the first tier that you're not going to be able to reach me. I don't have a second job. I don't work outside of YouTube. My whole entire life is content creator, social media manager, consultant. I do drop shipping, coaching, and whatever else that God tells me to do that will generate money for me when I give value to the world. Oh, and I also teach other people how to build platforms. I didn't mention that. Okay. So, yes, Nikki. Thank you, Nikki, for being here. Nikki says, it's the best on this side. Membership is priceless. Thank you so much. And yes, Nikki is one of my beautiful Sweet Spot members. I also see some other Sweet Spot members here. Or earlier, I did see Tanisha. Thank you for being here. I know it's late. Mo Thoughts is here. So thank you so much. Mo Thoughts is here. If you are here as a Sweet Spot member and you're going under a different name, if I don't call you, it's not because I didn't call you, it's because you're under a different name. Maria, yes, I know. I only know you by your font that you're a Sweet Spot member. Okay, you're the only person that uses that font. And who else is here? Yeah, well, you guys are here with me late night. It's almost 3 o'clock over here in New York City. I'm going to let you go in this beautiful light, in this energy. Before you go, I want you to say one thing to yourself. Just say it with me. All is well. Everything is working out in my favor. I am the creator and master of my desired reality. I get to create my reality. What I say goes in my reality. All is well. Everything is working out in my favor. I am the master of my reality. I get to create my desired reality. What I say goes in my desired reality. Have that be the last thing you say to yourself. Okay? So, with that being said, I'm going to let you all go. Click that link if you want to watch this on the replay. Because as soon as I click off here, it's going to disappear from Fly Girl Manifested now. I love you all. That's why I included you. But if I leave this up, people are going to start unsubscribing because most people don't know me for lives on Fly Girl Manifested. That's why you got to come over to the Sweet Spot Mindset channel. I go live and I keep them up. Okay? You are so very welcome, Tired Hippo. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate you all. Yes. All is well. Everything is working out in my favor. I am the master of my reality. What I say goes in my reality. And by the way, I have a lot of new subscribers in the Sweet Spot. I want to tell you all thank you for joining. Today, it just seems like everybody was just welcoming. I'm looking at the group chat because I send out emails when people join, but then it's up to them to click the link to join the WhatsApp. So sometimes they'll wait maybe a couple of days to join the WhatsApp. And today we just had 3 people join within a day, and I just saw all the beautiful messages. So it's just positivity in that group. So we have new subscribers to the Sweet Spot. Thank you all for being here. Good night or good morning. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, so I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna drink some water, get my mask off my face, and go to bed. Oh, Ola, I love you too. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Okay. Bye.